Ready. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7.
Jack ready. Jack ready. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down. Lowry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The Bears had run an 11 now on the year, and they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
On 3rd down, Lowry. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he is going to have the Bears first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Levis. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You look at this Packers defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Johnson running right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. To come on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Brown. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bears take over.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Levis now off of play action. But the man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Green Bay.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and goal from the 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Come on, set.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
This is Brown on the draw play. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down now. Madden. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carlson on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Bears 0. Roberto Sanchez set to kick
Sanchez
off.
now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Wait.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Go. Ready.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 0.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
Pettis now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. Levis to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Levis on 3rd down. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes Pettis on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams have...
And now off to the races down the right side. Oh, nice move. Touchdown, Packers. Jerry Jeudy taking it in. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it is 28-0.
28. Bears nothing. Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Third and goal. Here's Levis.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. On the return is Pettis. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
Levis to throw off play action.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. 3 quarters have come and gone. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Off the play fake, Levis. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
4th down, Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
First down, Packers.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Levis looking to throw.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Packers continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Thomas brings it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout.
And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Now, rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And the Packers first down.
They'll throw it again with Levis. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Second down, here's Levis.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Throwing on first down. Fox.
That'll be caught. It's Scott.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Furl, that got in there to bring him down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First down, Green Bay.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Right side to Watson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
First and 10. Here's Levis.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go.
Levis to throw once more. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense,